In addition to the Samsung Galaxy S2 and the Samsung Galaxy Note, the Samsung ice cream truck has stopped at the Galaxy S2 Skyrocket. I'm going to take you through the ice cream sandwich 4.0.4 update on the Galaxy S2 Skyrocket. Let's get to it. As you can see, this is Android 4.0.4. This is not the leaked ROM that was released in around March. This is the official real deal developer's ROM for the Galaxy S2 Skyrocket. However, this was not an OTA update. This was through Kies, and Kies is a very challenging program because it never works. For a Samsung proprietary program, you think it would work much more smoothly, but it was a hassle and a half to get this update. But finally, I got the update a couple days ago. I've had time to play with it, and now I'm going to take you through the ins and outs of Ice Cream Sandwich on the Galaxy S2 Skyrocket. And I will tell you whether you should or should not update. As we can see, the font is totally different now because it's the Ice Cream Sandwich font, and up in the status bar it's a little bit different, a couple different icons, and the battery indicator is now in the status bar as well. As you can see, I'm pushing 92%. If we jump into some other settings here, we jump into wireless and network. Prior to that, though, we'll see that the settings do look different as they're all separated now. We jump into wireless and network, we see that we are finally NFC capable. Since the purchase of this device, you should have known that your device was going to become NFC capable, considering your battery says near field communication on it. What that means is now we can beam our YouTube videos, our links, our pictures, our contacts to other Android Ice Cream Sandwich and above devices. It does not necessarily have to be a Samsung Galaxy S2 Skyrocket. Aside from NFC, that is probably one of the biggest features, we do see Face Unlock as a new thing now with Ice Cream Sandwich, which is really cool. And also we see a bunch of new developer options. I'm personally not one who's going to play with them all. I'm just going to leave it the way it is, but a couple of things that are notable you can see. You can destroy every activity as soon as the user leaves it, which is kind of cool. Keeps your RAM down, make sure that you're not like overloading, and you're probably definitely never ever going to lag. But if you're someone who likes, like me, who likes to bounce between programs and likes to jump back into where I left off, that is a terrible thing to turn on. There's a bunch of different other developer options here that you can toy around with, but I'm not going to do that. If we get out of that and we head to our home screens, we see that it is still the same version of TouchWiz, which is TouchWiz 4.0, which is what came preloaded on our device back in November. However, Ice Cream Sandwich has brought a ton of under-the-hood improvements, and the fluidity of this device is now awesome. It is so smooth. The touch screen feels even more responsive than it did before, and it is just a great user experience now that the device lags absolutely zilch. There is no lag anymore. There's nothing. It runs incredibly smooth, and it's great. Another thing that Android 4.0.4 or any other build of Ice Cream Sandwich has brought you into is the ability to use Google Chrome. And I have been using Chrome as my stock browser ever since the update, and it has been fast, it has been easy to use, and it has been awesome to switch between tabs and just be there and make everything just so smooth and just great. One of the biggest features for Chrome for me was being able to open up tabs on my computer and then being able to jump to my phone and have the same tab open and just keep my browsing experience moving on the go. Great feature with Google Chrome. If we jump into Google Wallet here, something very sad pops up. We will see that unfortunately Google Wallet is not yet available for my device or mobile network, and that's very sad. However, my device is NFC capable, but I cannot use Google Wallet. Bit of a letdown, but what are you going to do? I mean, I'm sure maybe in the coming weeks or so, Google Wallet will eventually be released for the Galaxy S2 Skyrocket. Also, the Gmail application has been redone with the new font and a couple different features. If we want to jump into a Google Offers email, you can now swipe between emails and just keep going back and forth, and that's kind of just a decent feature. Instead of having to like click the little arrow to go between, you can just keep on scrolling through your emails, which is kind of cool if you get a lot of emails in a day, so that you can just scroll through them and easily access all of them. The YouTube application has once again been revamped. It was revamped a couple months ago, but now with the 4.0.4 release here for the Skyrocket, it is totally different. We get more of a desktop feel. We have like the scrolling like you would on a desktop with all your subscriptions, and if you go over here, you have your own account and all the channels that you are subscribed to. So you see all these, and you can go individually into a channel, just like John for Lakers, Techno Buffalo. We can see all the stuff that they have uploaded, which makes it a lot easier to keep up to date with all of your subscriptions. Because I mean, back in like the gingerbread days when we were pushing the old black YouTube channel and the black dark feel of YouTube, it looked good and everything, but it was tough to keep up with your subscriptions because your subscription box would just get overloaded. Now you can check your favorite channels and just go and check channels individually, which I think is a great feature. While we're on the topic of post gingerbread here, I will be putting the benchmark tests right here for what it was and what it is now. It has jumped almost 1,000 points on the quadrant standard benchmark, which is incredible. It really proves that this update has brought some great features under the hood for this device. Another little change here, the YouTube application, or the YouTube widget, excuse me, has gotten a new feel to it. Instead of that one like player bar where there's videos like just move, you have this sort of scrolling, like, I don't want to compare it to the Xperia, but you have like a timescape sort of feel where you have like the thumbnails and you can just scroll through them, and if you click one, it'll take you straight to the YouTube application to watch that video. And while we're in here on an actual video here, we're on a Verge, 90 seconds on the Verge episode here, we see that the YouTube application on an actual video has been totally revamped as well. It's all white just like the rest of it, and you can now scrub through a video in portrait mode as well as pause just like before. We can share, we can search from here. The related and the comments are all different as well, but however we can still not see the top comments and we cannot rate or reply from a mobile device. That really disappointed me, but other than that, that's really my only gripe with the YouTube application. Android 4.0.4 was a long time in the making for the Samsung Skyrocket. We finally got it. We finally got features like NFC and face unlock, and the device is much more fluid, and it's ultimately become a greater user experience. But one last thing to touch on is the voice command, voice talk, and driving mode. If you haven't seen my Vlingo video, the link for that will be in the description. I talked about it. I talked about all these different features that were formerly exclusive for Vlingo. However, this voice service has now been powered by Vlingo, and it has been sponsored through Samsung. So all of those features that were on Vlingo now come preloaded on an ice cream sandwich device like this. You see the driving mode where you will have your notifications read to you, and you can just speak or reply. You can do voice commands, you can do voice talk, kind of like the Galaxy S3's voice. If we jump into it here, we will see you can just say, "Hi Galaxy" to wake it up, and you can
say what
you can just say, "Hi Galaxy," and you can navigate, you can play music, you can text, you can call, you can do a memo. It's all just easily accessible, so you could just jump into it, say you're driving, hands-free, and you can operate your almost entire device. Head-to-toe ice cream sandwich has not brought many user interface changes, and that's a little disappointing to me, but I knew when I bought a Samsung device that the TouchWiz overlay was going to be here from start to finish. Didn't mean to open Android Central. That the TouchWiz interface was going to be here forever, and that's something you're just going to have to deal with. You're not going to get the stock ice cream sandwich feel, but you are going to get a great ice cream sandwich experience from head to toe. You're going to see excuse me, new fonts, just a more fluid experience, and just a great all-around user experience, because now everything's fluid, everything's opens quick, everything's easy to access, everything's easy to navigate. Speaking of easy to navigate, you got the recent apps here. Sorry, I kind of forgot about it, where you can just scroll through and launch back your recent applications if I want to jump back into settings, or if I want to just close it out of my task manager, and you can jump into it, clear your RAM just like before. Nothing too exciting there. Should you update to ice cream sandwich? Absolutely. It's a just great update. You should do it. It takes a while with Kies. I mean, I tried to do it the night of the release, so maybe the server was overloaded or whatever, and it took a while. It took multiple tries for me to get this update, but I finally got it on my device. I've been playing with it for days, and I love it. Jump into Kies, upload your Skyrocket, and be happy with the new Android 4.0.4 release for the Samsung Galaxy S2 Skyrocket. This is the NDC Chief. Like down below, subscribe up top if you already haven't, and have an awesome, awesome day, you guys. Later.